So I'm looking for some longs right now on S&P. The reason is because we are very close to the all-time highs. I can see that bids are stacking when price drops. So I'm waiting for the shift to push up. I can see there has been a lot of sellers coming in right now, and they're actually managing to push price down. If I can see them holding, if I can see the bids holding, then I'll happily go long. If not, they actually retake this level, and I now see more sellers coming in, I will actually go short, which is happening right now. That's a very sharp move down from the highs. So this is the level where they previously couldn't break it. Now they have broken it, but they came back into it. So let's see if they can actually hold this level and push up. So this would be a rise and then a retrace to continue to push up. And the only way we're gonna know that is if bids come in, buyers managing to push up, delta flipping to the upside, which is happening right now, but I'm not seeing that much buying happening as price is moving up. You want to see much more buying happening, especially at the all-time highs. The CPI came in today and it showed increased CPI, which is not a good thing, but they projected it to go up anyways, so you can see that the result was a move down, but then they retraced the whole move up. We are at a point of control on the Nasdaq, and they are holding out pretty well. I can see there is more offers than the bids, and they are managing to push down. This point of control held very well previously in this zone, in this consolidation zone. So it would be interesting to see if they can actually hold it once again. And that would be a zone where I would happily buy from and build my positions to trade towards the highs again. Because I can see there is a lot of interest at the highs. And the logic is every time price drops, we can see bids are happily buying all the sell contracts. Because we know when price drops, people are buying from the sellers. And so that's consistent with the all-time highs as well. They're trying to get the best price at this current point, which is when price drops, they're buying lower to then sell higher, of course. Nasdaq's bleeding. S&P is holding out pretty well. I can see some absorption happening on the Nasdaq, but then they drop again. I will not get in their way. I will just wait for the delta to flip to then go long. That's a nice move. Some on the micros, so I'm not using that much size. I'll just put my contracts here, just build my position from the lows. We can see how fast they moved up from this point when they dropped. So this could be a point where they reverse and go up. We can see 500 on the delta, that is negative, which was sold at the point of control, but they didn't drop, which was absorbed, so that's good. S&P is moving up nicely. Yeah, Nasdaq should follow. Nice. Put some more positions as we're moving up. Increase my size. I'll probably do the same on the Nasdaq. But you can see how they rejected resistance that was acting as it before. So let's see if they can actually break that point. You see how it drops, then it pushes up. That's good news for me. Still below the point of control on the Nasdaq. Above the point of control on the S&P. The highs are a bit far away. 346 on the offer. There's a drop on Nasdaq as well. or again. We can see how they cannot close above that point. But then you see a push up again. Very interesting zone. The bids are still there, as well as the offers. We are even now, so nothing to take into consideration. This is the value area low for the S&P. We can see they haven't built any value area high, so that's another clue to stay in the trades. Because they want to explore price. They want to see where people are happy to buy and sell. This would be a good zone to go long from again. Pulling from the offers, that's good. Seeing some buyers. There's a bit of lack of selling here, which is good. I'll go long again on the Nasdaq. Build some longs on the S&P as well. This should be a reversal point, unless it's not. I'm just not seeing the sellers that you would need to see. Yeah, then we see that push up on the Nasdaq. That's good. S&P should follow. There's the move, nice. We just need to retake this level, this point of control. Five minutes on the Nasdaq. Same on the S&P. Common Nasdaq push. Delta is flipping to the positive now. That's good. More buys on the Nasdaq. A bit less on the S&P, but that's okay. 3 to 1 came in on the sell side. Let's see if they can break this point. I need to see more bids being stacked because we can see there's more offers than the bids. That could also be a good sign because they will go up to transact on the more offers that there is than the bids, because there is no interest to buy at these lows. We just need to see some buyers coming in at this point. Yeah, you see how the market stopped. No one wants to transact at these points. 7 on the sell side, 81. There's no one selling here. Do you notice? No one's selling. 5, 6. There are zero sellers at the zone. Then they drop. S&P is falling, but Nasdaq is holding out pretty well. Could build some more longs on the Nasdaq, but I need to be careful because they can drop just as easily. Come on, Nasdaq. Again, more buying on the Nasdaq than the S&P. It's coming in, buying from the sellers, that's good. Can they hold? I just need to see some buyers coming in, which I'm not seeing currently. Oops. Good push on the S&P. Now the bids are coming in. You can see 3,000 on the bids. That would be a good sign to actually build some more longs now. They're managing to push up, good. Getting filled, nice. Just need to see that explosive move to the upside. Just shake out all these sellers. Coming into this previous resistance once again. Can't actually push up through it. Let's see. This is the move. This is the proof of the move. Come on. You see how it drops, then it pushes up easily. That's good. There's the push. Nice. Come on, Nasdaq. Point of control could be a good sign to, or a good zone to get out from the trade. Look at that candle. Beautiful. I'm just gonna get out on the Nasdaq because it's very volatile. That's nice. S&P still pushing. Take out 2 more. Then I will do the leave out the rest. Do its thing. All-time high should be the zone to trade towards. Very clean trades. Look at the buys now. Did you see what happened down here? How no one was selling. There was no interest from the sellers. You have to rewind the video and see how no one was selling. That's a good clue to stay in the trade. Then you see the push up, pushes up, small reaches down, pushes up, reaches down, but then you see bids protecting, people selling into the bids, buyers buying from the sellers, moves up again. You also saw that flip on the bids, the total amount of bids. When I said did here down here, there was like 2,000 bids. Then we saw that move up, that 2-3 point move. Then you see how it flipped, how much more bids came in. Then we saw Nasdaq moving up, S&P following. So yeah, as I said, I'm still gonna hold the trade, see what they do with it, if they can push up even more. You can just imagine how much people were selling, how many people were trapped here. They see price dropping and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna sell, but they're not seeing the full picture. They don't have the DOM, they don't have the orders coming in. They couldn't see that there was lack of sellers here, which you can only see with the DOM, with the adapter markets. So yeah, that's the advantage that we have. We also, of course, saw the speed of the candle, how easily they moved up versus how hard they moved down. So yeah. Delta is still positive. You can see the blue, much more buying than selling. Just need to see some bids coming in. That's good. Icebergs coming in, buying from the sellers. That's a big offer right there that I can trade towards, which is at the all-time highs. We are now going into the value area high just to build some profile. Offers coming in, but then you just see that blow up through the upside again. That's a sign of a strong move. We just need to see minimal retraces down. One minute's not really looking that good. The steam is slowing down a bit, not seeing that much buying compared to when we moved up, so let's see what I do. But I'm using less size, so 3,000 on the bids, that's a lot of bids. Look at the bids protecting every time price drops. You see Nasdaq drops, pushes up, drops, pushes up. There's the push up again. Look at the offers, 400 on the offers. Did you see a fast push up on the Nasdaq that should seller party for the S&P to push up? And yeah, there it is. There's the move. Very close to my TP. Since this is the all-time high for the S&P, I will actually leave one more contract in the charts, because when they break this all-time high, the moves up are fantastic. They can really push up even more. You can just appreciate the fact that how Nasdaq held this point of control so well. How it's keeping afloat the S&P with it as well. That's a good sign. This is the yesterday's point of control, so this is where they spent the most amount of time yesterday in the yesterday session. And yesterday was a bit bearish, so this zone could be a big resistance point. So that's a good thing to take care of or to remember. Then you see a move down again from that point or close to it. That's a lot of selling, but you didn't see a move down. So that's good. They absorbed all the sellers. Bids coming in again. Buying from the sellers, moves up, but not seeing that many buyers, which is not a good thing. Then you see that push up, that's good. Buyers, moves up again. Nice, take the profit. Look at the bids, 500 on the bids. This is the all-time high behavior, guys. This is what it looks like on the DOM. Pushes up again. That's crazy. All-time highs on the S&P, even though we are so extended to the upside. Nvidia moving up, Tesla moving up, Apple's moving up. All the major banks moving up, everything's going. Beautiful. You can see again bids coming in. You can see the same things repeating over and over. Moves up again. Moves up. Slowly comes down. Big bids. Buys from the sellers. Moves up again. Comes down. Big bids. Buys from the sellers. And just repeat. 2,000 on the offers. 3,200 on the bids. No reason to get out. They will still push up. We can see some offers coming in closer to price. 450 on the sells. Could be a clue to get out. Moves down. Do you see the first jump up? That's good. 500 on the buys. If they push up, I'm gonna hold the trade. There's the move again. Comes down. Again, 400 on the buys from the same point. Building a bit of a volume profile here. That's interesting. I will actually hold this trade. Even though I should probably just get out from it. I just want to, just stay in the charts with some exposure to just, learn from the markets, see how they behave. And yeah, you can see again 600, 400 on the sells, but they can't bring it down. They're being bought, they're being sold to, or they're being bought from the bids. You see the candle how it dropped, but then it closed almost positively. This is how it looks on the DOM. They drop, bids come in, buy from the sellers, moves up. This is that yesterday's point of control that we talked about. We can see how they're dropping from that point. We have pushed through it, but then we came back into it. So this is a zone where they like to stay, which is clear. I can see the delta is negative at the highs, but they're still not dropping down, so no reason to get out from the trade. We have double the amount of bids compared to the offers. Pushes up again. Delta flipping to the positive now. That's good. Reset the power meters. You can see on the tape there is same amount of big sellers and buyers. Yeah, pushes up again. Look at the speed at which they move. That's important thing. Focus on the speed. Focus on the big orders coming in. Focus on the bids and offers. Focus on the icebergs. Closes of the candle. Look at the move. How good it is. How extended it is to the upside. Which is a reason to look to get out from the trade, because these moves up usually result in a sharp reaches down as well. I'm sure you guys noticed again that huge bid. There was, I think, like 700 on the bids that bought up from all these sellers. So I'm just saying the same things over and over again. They're just repeating it over and over. But this is what you have to do when you're trading on the DOM. You just have to talk out loud what you're seeing, because that's how you also learn easier, you know. You just repeat the same things over and over again. 500 on the bids again, buy from the sellers. 577, 759. Just looking to get out now. I'm happy with the profits. 500 comes in, then it pushes up again. Drops down, pushes up, bids coming in. If they can't hold them out. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's trading the all-time highs on the DOM. This is what it looks like. I do apologize for me saying these same things over and over again, but as I said, guys, that's how you learn. That's what you need to do as well. Repeat the same things, then when you're in the same situation the next time, you will remember that what you told yourself, you know, how you behaved, what you saw. Then I have been in these same situations before, and that's the reason why I could actually hold the trade, because I saw the things, the confirmations that tells me, you know, stay in the trade, keep on holding it, which is what happened, you know. So yeah, really happy with the trading. Very nice. Read the markets clearly now. Yesterday was a bit tough. I changed directions pretty often, but in the end, we did manage to be positive yesterday and today as well, so that's good. That's always good. So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.